believe it's.
It's dark, see? It's dark.
Do you want to turn on the lights? Let us know if it's too or too light. Let us know what your views are. Let me see. Do we look good? Do you approve?
I think there's a little bit of brightness now.
There's a little bit of brightness.
It moves when you go in.
And I want to show you something. I got flowers. Okay, just bear with me because we got to go live on. We got to go live on Facebook.
Hello.
Hello.
Welcome to tea time.
Tea time. So we just need to go live on Facebook as well. So if you're watching us, just go and check that out. Sorry, I just need to.
You don't have to go and check out the Facebook one. It's exactly the same as this.
Fair enough. Yeah, true. You're right.
I don't know what you're trying to say.
I don't know what I'm trying to say. Okay, I just need to. Is it?
So what are we talking about today? Huh? What's on the agenda for tea time?
An amazing topic.
Ooh.
An amazing topic. I'm just literally writing something now. I'm just writing afternoon tea with Diane. There I am. And I got to hashtag quarantine. And we're starting live as well. There we are.
Is everyone quarantined? I'm not sure about that.
It doesn't matter. I think it's the hot topic now of the days, is it? Here. Just a second. There we are. So officially, hello everyone.
Hello.
So today I had a absolute terrible headache. My head was about to explode, and
then every time she's got some sort of headache or anything like that, there is always some sort of drama in the house.
No. There is no drama. There is no drama in the house. But I am one of those beings that I will resist taking any kind of medication until I have to.
You could be dying. She could be literally dying, but she won't take it. She just won't take it. It won't happen.
Am I?
And then you could be like, no, you need it. You're dying here. Oh my God, I have something. No. Why would I? Why would I take something?
But let me wish to all of my Cypriot friends, for those that celebrate Easter now. Today's a very big day.
Is it just Cypriots they celebrate Easter today? This weekend?
Well, this weekend, no, it's Christian Orthodox.
Okay,
but
so
before we even get started,
friends.
I want to show you, I've put some flowers for you. And let me show you to them. Flower number 1. Flower number 2.
She's a flowery girl today.
I want to bring you flowers, loads of flowers.
It's a weekend of flowers.
It's a weekend of flowers. So what I was talking about is that I woke up with a terrible headache and I've been resisting of taking any kind of paracetamol. But to show you, I've got it right here.
And she's still not taking it.
And I'm not taking it.
She just looks at it. It's just there. Who put it there? Someone.
I think because Christina said to me, if he hasn't gone away by now, you have to take a paracetamol. Like, I'm not going to take a paracetamol.
We're not going to take anything, is it?
And I think I'm quite good now. Now that I'm speaking to you, I feel like so what I've done, have I ever told you about my theory of the headache? So headache has got 3 let me just share with you how.
You probably enjoy this one.
Okay, so the headache, I've always described them as a hippopotamus, and there's 3 categories of a headache. You've got the flowing hippopotamus, which is in your head and it's there and you can feel it. You've got
it's all over the head, is it?
Yeah, it's inside and it's floating. It's like inside your head and it's floating and it's affecting you so much. Then you have the hippopotamus, and it can be in any part of your head. So for example, I have it this part of my head, I feel the headache. So there is the half of it is outside and the half of it is inside.
What do you call that hippopotamus?
So this is the hanging. What is it? The hanging.
I too, left hemisphere.
Left hemisphere or hanging left hemisphere hippopotamus. You've got the right hemisphere hippopotamus. You've got the upper and the lower part of hippopotamus. So essentially.
But this can be a lower. Oh, you mean lower in your head?
Yeah, lower. So it could be low.
Okay, it's lower.
I never had a lower hippopotamus.
Does it exist? I'm not even sure they exist.
It doesn't matter because you've got to cover all the sphere, all the skull. Okay, so I call it the hippopotamus theory for headaches. So those of them might. So Shamit sometimes can ask me, "What's the headache? How does the headache feel like?"
What type of hippopotamus you got basically in your head? She goes, "Oh my God, I've got a big fat hippopotamus."
I've got a left.
And I'm like, "Where is it?"
Left hemisphere or a right hemisphere hippopotamus. So what kind of?
But still, no pill goes through there. No pill.
No feel. Hello, Warren. Hello. How are you? How's life treating you? Hello, Emily. Thank you so much. Thank you. Yes, so I'm resisting on taking a medication. I want to ask you, Shamis is one of those people that if he doesn't feel well, he would take a medication and he won't resist to it.
Yeah, I won't actually. I don't take any sort of medication. I don't take medication all the time. But if I've got like a headache that's been going for some time, I'll just take a paracetamol and just get done with it.
Definitely.
And I know it will go away and I can carry on with my stuff.
Yeah.
You like to fight, isn't it? You've got this idea that you have to let your body fight it all. Doesn't matter then how far it gets. So I think if you actually got coronavirus, you'd be like, no, wait. There is no need for any air, oxygen here. No. I'm still fine. I can fight this. I need my body to fight this. I think that's what you're going to do.
He makes sarcastic comments.
I'm not sarcastic comments. This is true.
I tell you what I feel is that it's not about fighting what you have. It's about allowing your body to go through it. It's the same way when you're not feeling well, it's trying to fight that feeling. You have to allow your body and your system and your being to go through it, because it's natural. You can't be on your peak every single day. There's days that you're feeling great, and those days you don't feel great. So I believe that if I do have a headache, which doesn't happen that often, but if I do have a headache, I'm not going to take a paracetamol unless it is very serious. If I've got, for example, a hearing or a trial, and there are other,
she will still not take it. She will not take it. I can guarantee. I can sign that off. Put £5 on it.
But my court bag that I take with me is got like an emergency bag, and I've got medication in it. I've got plasters. I've got things in case something happens. So even if I'm like, I don't know, had an accident just outside the courtroom, I can still get in there and tell Your Honor, please, I am suffering. Or I had an accident, but at least I got the first day to work on that. So what do you do if you would have a headache like I've got today? Would you take a paracetamol? Would you try to allow your body to go through that? How do you cope with it? Do you have any, for example, my sister, she's very much into the holistic view of it. That means the holistic medication is it, which is homeopathic view. So essentially what it's given to you is like supplements in order to tackle that particular issue. I don't have any problem in per se as I don't have any problem with my body. So it's about just allowing it to flow. And what does it say here? Paris?
Wrong way around, is it?
Does it say Paris?
It's Paris here. It's the wrong way around.
What does it say? What does it say here?
I don't know. Can't read it.
Okay, so here it says Paris.
It's the wrong way around.
The other way around. So
it's for you to read, actually.
Is it? Yes. Yeah. Oh my god.
So I think as soon as the quarantine is done, you have to take me to Paris.
I'm going nowhere.
So today
I'm going to stay locked down in here. Yeah?
So today, I don't know if you can see, but I'm going to show you. So the way we're not wearing shoes at home, so I'm wearing those socks. Can you see them? Like nice socks. And my sister's taking my slippers that I wear at home normally, and those are the ones that we bought from Kyrgyzstan. I've actually got a YouTube video of what we bought in Kyrgyzstan, and it's quite fascinating, the story behind it. And then she said to me, "Oh, those slippers are quite nice. They're really warm. They're really nice."
So just trying to take it.
But I'm not the person that, I like to dress up and get ready for the day. But I've actually seen a lot of people, and I've seen on Instagram. I don't know if you've seen it around. Those people, they're doing conference calls and everything. So they presume that the camera is off, and then the camera goes on, and they may be naked, or they may be in the toilet, which it could happen, is it? So
I'm not sure those are actually real, because how do they get videos of it? Unless it was recorded, actually.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that is so bad, isn't it? Video being recorded. Someone got a video of you being naked in front of everyone else.
I don't know if you've seen it. It's been everyone on Instagram. That is terrible. I feel so bad. I remember there's one case. His name was Ben. And there's this one woman, he was absolutely naked, and this thing was flapping around. And then,
did you see the one who went to the toilet?
Like, and the woman was like, "Oh Ben, oh Ben, oh Ben."
Your camera's on, Ben. Your camera's on. But have you seen the one that the lady goes to the toilet?
And I think
she takes it and she goes to the toilet.
And I think the manager says to him, "Please, everyone coming to this conference actually wear clothes when they come to the conference."
Oh my god, how much of that video did you watch?
No, but then I've seen the reaction.
Were you enjoying it or something? Oh my god.
No, but it was a quick one. Stop it.
I'm actually enjoying this afternoon teas because a lot of truth's coming out, things that I haven't heard actually. So
is this? There we are.
You might have to like I don't know.
Hello, Afridi, Malik Afridi. Okay, brilliant. So how is your weekend going on so far? How are you doing? How was your weekend so far?
My weekend so far has been the same as the weekday. Actually, I've been working since the morning. I was trying to wake up early, couldn't, and I've just been working, which is boring, but got to be done for me. Unfortunately, how about yourself?
So I woke up.
You've been cooking. It's been a cooking few days.
I woke up with a headache. Let's put it that way. So it wasn't a good start for me. And I just catched up a bit with my emails and everything, because for those of you who don't know, I am also teaching online for lawyers, law students, even those that they want to cross-qualify and everything. So I do that. So I was catching up with that because next week I'm packed with teaching classes actually in the afternoon. So yes, I've been doing that. We cooked today as well. Today was a vegetarian day for us, so we made lots of vegetarian food.
Day for you guys. I had some chicken liver.
Chicken liver, yes.
Does anyone like liver? Apparently no one in our house likes liver, but I love it.
But I like pate. I like pate, but not liver. I mean, I like pate is made from liver, but I like
it's mixed with other crap, no?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, so you are talking about clean food. Pate is probably not.
It's not a clean food. Yeah, it's maybe my guilty pleasure. Both you're looking awesome. Thank you so much, Malik. Thank you. And we've got one final year law student. They're studying law. Great!
Yeah,
all the lawyers that get hanging out.
This is the law channel. I don't know what I'm doing here.
I think Shami is trying to avoid it as much as he can. It's like, oh my God, it's more law.
Maybe everyone wants to hear about law, and I'm like, oh no, not again, not another one. Not another one. Talk about law.
No, another talk about law.
So what's everyone doing on the weekend? What are you guys doing? Are you going out? Are you?
No one is going out.
Staying in?
Unless you do what we do normally, which is over the weekend, we tend to go for our shopping, for food, and
well, we've got shopping, so I'm not going.
No, we've done. I think last week we've done a lot of.
Well, I went during the week because I suddenly started my keto diet. So then we realized that we didn't have enough keto food or non-carb food, so I just had to go and grab something.
Yeah, so we've got loads of. We've got a watermelon.
Oh, that's not a watermelon. That's a melon.
Sorry, melon. Yeah, melon.
I haven't tried this actually.
And loads of clementine, so we're gonna have to be having that.
And just before now,
can I treat the kiwi?
Don't give those to anyone.
No, that's for you. That is reserved for you only. But I am forced to be inside home by my parents. But to be honest, your parents are taking good care of you, because I think they are concerned, and with everything that we do here, we have to be careful, is it? And I'm so bored. I think that's a very good topic that we can talk about tomorrow, how to actually tackle boredomness, and how not to feel bored in your house, what to do to. I'm actually going to take a good note out of it.
Cooking is very good, if you want to dive into cooking. Not that I do that. I haven't been bored since the thing, have we?
We haven't, because we are, before the quarantine, we've been quite creative with different business ideas. So this was the opportunity to really invest time in our business ideas. And maybe if we do a lot of work this weekend, we may be able to disclose to you one of our projects that we've been working on. So we're going to keep you in the loop there. We're going to let you know. Yeah. Nothing more.
For now, maybe tomorrow.
And I can see that some of you are asking about our, where to find us. I am on YouTube, so you can find with my name, Diana Constantiniou. For those that you watching me on YouTube, thank you so much. And you can also follow me on Instagram, which is Diana Lucia. You can follow me there.
Maybe you should drop your after the live. You can drop your a comment in there.
I will do that, and then also for Shamit, he's Instagram.
I'm not on YouTube.
Not on YouTube.
I do appearances in YouTube apparently now, and
he does appearances in YouTube.
I'm on Facebook. I'm on LinkedIn. I'm on Instagram.
And on Instagram, so it's official Shamit, is it?
Yeah, official Shamit.
Official Shamit.
Because there's so many of me. So many fake accounts of me.
So
Popular guy.
for those that are asking where to find us and where to follow us, there you are. Just do it, and I will drop a comment down below for you to check it out. So brilliant. So I wanted to ask you, what you're going to do today. How was your day so far? But also, I'm preparing. I've got here. Let me show you. I've been defrosting some chicken. I said to you that you need a vegetarian food, but we do that regardless because we need to have a healthy food diet. Now I've got some chicken here defrosting, and I'm going to be making, for those that are from Cyprus, I'm going to make avgolemono. Avgolemono is the soup that we have after Jesus been resurrected. We come back home, and my love can ask you to bring me the eggs, please.
Ooh.
So I'm going to show you.
This is the ones that were being done yesterday.
So for those that you followed me, you've been following my lives and Shamit's lives yesterday, I have been putting eggs that we use as a tradition, for which we're going to crack tonight. And I used onion leaves, and this is how they come out.
Dun, 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 dun.
And I've used oil to give them a nice shiny color.
Just to try and give you a comparison of the transformation.
It's quite good.
Natural again, natural, yeah, fully natural.
Fully
According
natural.
to Diana, has to be natural.
It has to be natural. No, you're trying your best. What we can do is we're trying our best to be as natural as it possibly can. So tonight I've to start defrosting my chicken in order to start making avgolemono, and we're gonna be, I don't know how we're gonna get the holy light. Normally you go to the church and you take it from the temple.
Oh yeah, how are they doing it? Do you know how they're doing it in Greece and Cyprus and so on?
So I watched the documentary.
No one's gonna have what's the light for luck and prosperity and happiness and is it?
What do you mean for the
holy light?
The holy light, it's the manifestation. I think it's the kind of the crux of the Christianity. It's this day. It's this day.
So on the Easter day, is it Sunday? Saturday night, everyone goes to the church.
Yeah.
And gets the holy light.
We've done that last year. Do you remember?
Yeah, I went to here.
And we sat and we went right on the front. We were one of the first ones to get the holy light.
Diana knows everything. She knows all of the what is it? The prayers. She knows it all. Can't miss one. She just followed all of it. The priest himself, he was like, "Oh my God, what's happening here?" I think they just don't expect you to, isn't it?
Maybe they don't, because I've studied so hard. With my religion that I was brought up, it was Christianity, Christian Orthodox, and at school we had to memorize all the prayers which there were in ancient Greek. So that stays with me. So I memorized so many prayers in ancient Greek. So when I do go to church, even though I am not practicing anymore in the way that I was when I was younger, the religion,
still knows it all, though. Still knows it all.
The religion.
She's making all this Easter stuff, and she's singing all the songs and all the. I'm not sure if they're prayers or not. I don't understand Greek, so I'm sorry.
Because you're not Cyprus, you're not Greek, yeah. So you presume that I know all the stuff. You think it's too much.
Or your sister was impressed, though, and she understands it. So
okay, I guess the only thing that I can say is thank you, baby.
Yeah, it's great, isn't it? It's great. You know, it is great.
Exactly. Yeah, it's good. It's good to know your traditions. It's good to know where you come from. It's good to know about your, it's quite nice. For example, this was my first time because we in lockdown. It was quite nice to be able to know how to make the flaunes. Which I've shared with you. If you've been following me on social media, I'll show you what bakings we made. Can you bring it, please? So we made flaunes, we made brioche bread, we made so many things. And it was just a matter of just checking it online, and checking it online, and really bringing those smells.
There's been a lot of baking, a lot of cooking.
Yes, we've done a lot. Yes, we've done a lot, and we've been enjoying it every morning with our coffee. In the morning, we've been enjoying our flaunes. I put some in the freezer as well. And so it's all good, all good. I think the headache is kind of going away.
Now that you're talking, all you have to do is just talk, basically.
Just talk.
Well, thanks for joining us then, isn't it? Because it saved my life.
It saved your life, is it? It's brilliant. Okay. So that's the plan for today. I'm going to be making the soup, and I need more eggs, actually. So don't forget to get more eggs.
Man.
And I also
I'm sorry, I'm on lockdown. I can't get out of the house.
It's super monkey, he's silly. We need some eggs because we run out. We've got one egg. I used the last ones to actually do this.
What we'll do is this is actually quite cool when you're trying to break it, or you did the tradition. My hands are actually quite big, but you hit one or another.
Yeah, like
all
that.
this.
So you say, for example, don't do it
No,
yet.
I'm
It's
not going to do it. I'm not
49.
going to do this, yeah. So you do that.
So I say, for example, you say, for example,
Christos Anastis.
I will say Alithos Kyrios.
And bang.
And you hit it. And whoever gets an intact egg at the end is that person that wins and is presumed to be quite lucky. Hello, Cease. And I used to have a wooden egg when I was younger. I wasn't playing fair.
You mentioned that yesterday, actually.
And I won quite a few times. So whoever is watching then knows that I had a wooden egg is not going to be happy now.
So maybe I'm going to use that trick today. You know?
You don't have a wooden egg.
I don't need a wooden egg, do I?
All
I have to do is put a bit of wood on here. You can't see anyway because my hands are like big. And then I just smash it. You want to know it?
Silly. You're just trying to find ways.
I shouldn't be telling you all these tricks that I'm going to use.
Oh my God.
Shouldn't be telling you.
Brilliant. Okay, so I quite like the fact that I use the onion leaves to make the eggs because that way it's all natural. We can eat it. Most of the times they use natural. They use food coloring, and when you use food coloring, you can't really eat the egg at the end. But this way, we can eat the egg if we want to. It's very hard though, but you can still eat it. So if you made your Easter eggs, if you're one of those, please send me a picture. I would love to see them, how red and nicely they've been done.
Oh, yeah, share your eggs. Share your eggs. Even if they actually got the coloring, you know.
Diana is the chef, I see.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
I'm not a chef.
I'm definitely not the guy to cook here. I'm like, survival mode.
Yeah, but if you have to, he will cook, definitely. If I'm not well or if I come back from court and I'm really tired, he will cook.
Yeah.
And I'm not.
I can make the dry stuff. So I make like chicken
Purpuri,
in the oven, the purpuri. Yeah. I can make pasta, eggs and all of that. I can make prawns.
Prawns. So every time I've got to make prawns
and barbecue,
chickens. Yes, you make
lamb.
Every year in Shameek's birthday, we make barbecue, and everyone's got to say that.
Oh my God, what am I going to do in my birthday this year?
There was one year who burnt the chicken.
I didn't. It was just the sauce on the top.
Everyone said it.
No, it wasn't burnt. Just because she sent a dodgy picture to her dad, and her dad just said, "Oh, it's burnt," but actually isn't.
My dad said that he alleges and he bestowed upon him the title of being the best of barbecue. So he said that he's the king of barbecue. Oh, actually, yes, this Suvelas, king of barbecue. That's how he says it.
So no one else can take that crown.
So my dad was said, "Oh, show me on Instagram or on Viber how he makes the barbecue." So I put it live.
Yeah, she went and picked the I'll tell you what. This is Daddy's girl. Yeah, let's start from there. You're the Daddy's girl.
Let me just finish my story and then she'll tell you his story.
On.
And then I showed it to my dad, and my dad said, "Oh my God, he burned the chicken on the barbecue."
I didn't burn the chicken.
And then I was placing on everyone's plate the chicken, and everyone commented that it was a bit burnt.
No, it didn't. No, it didn't. Such a liar. No, it didn't. Oh my God, I'm going to call all my friends now because they were there. No, they didn't.
It was a
no shit. No, they didn't. It's such a liar.
Basically
what it is, yeah. Basically what it is. Oh my God. Basically what it is, yeah. Yeah, she can't lie. But basically what it is, she's a daddy's girl, the biggest daddy's girl, yeah? And whatever daddy does is the best. Anyone else is crap. So it doesn't matter if you make the best of the best, but if a daddy makes the same thing, game over. You got no chance. And daddy's the best on all of that stuff. Isn't that true? Isn't that true? Are you a daddy's girl?
I believe.
Are you a daddy's girl? Are you a daddy's girl? Yes or no? Are you a daddy's girl?
My dad is quite good.
Oh, see, there you go. There you go. That's all we needed. Got proof on here now.
My dad is really good at suvla. He's really good at barbecue.
I'm not saying no.
And he's got the experience as well. He's got the years. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that you know good. You know, is that
the daddy will never always be the best. My daddy is always the best.
You've got to try every time, and then that's the way. Even I that made so many times. There's things I can't make it. Do you know what I mean? Your mum makes amazing crabs. The crab scissors. She makes it really nice. Oh my gosh, every time.
She makes a lot of amazing food. We've just been lucky that she's around with us, and then we've been eating and packing. But with the keto diet, it's been quite exciting because it's all the stuff that we're not used to eating in our normal diet. And then what she's been doing. She's been going and watching like recipes, and then she's creating new stuff as well.
Yeah.
That's been quite exciting. I didn't expect that. I thought you should like just eat the same stuff or whatever,
A
or just
person-
make it yourself.
Yeah, a person that's been cooking in a particular way for so many years, then it's very hard for them to start trying different things. So I feel that the headache is not really going back.
What do you mean?
It's not. I can feel it's still there.
Exactly. Well, what do you guys think? Do you
Should
think
I-
she
should
should
I
be
take the
taking a
paracetamol
paracetamol or
or
not?
Let me know if I should take a paracetamol.
Well, I know the answer to that, and everyone knows the answer to
I'm not gonna
that.
take a
But obviously,
paracetamol.
well, if she can't take, if someone says she shouldn't be taking the paracetamol, what should be taking?
What should I be taking?
Yeah.
Let us know. Let us know.
Maybe there's some sort of magic drink.
A Panacea.
What Pinocchio?
Panacea.
Oh,
Panacea
what's-
is the medication that fixes everything.
yeah, great. If you have that, let me know. Yeah, I need to fix a few things.
You need to fix a few things. Brilliant. And I wanted to talk to you about
This mad idea that you've got, isn't it? I bet you got an idea.
what? A deal for what?
I don't know. As soon as you say, I want to talk to you about something, this is a saying. That means an idea is coming. An idea is definitely coming. So go for it.
An idea is coming.
I know you too well now.
You know me too well. How many years have we? Do you know how many years we've been together?
I don't.
You don't? Okay, Shamit and I, we've been together for 12 years.
Actually, not true.
11 and a half, so it's 12 years. So it's been...
Well, you rounded it up.
I've rounded up, yeah. So it's been 12 years that we've been together. I've met him when I was a student.
Someone said I'm drinking a good PGT. Okay. Is that the solution for
A
the
headache.
headache?
I don't like PG. I'm not a PG. I love Earl Grey tea. I'm in love with Earl Grey tea. So we've met when I was a law student. We met actually in a club. And
She came up to me and she said, "Hey, handsome,
hey,
you look
handsome.
amazing. Can I come and dance with you?" And I was like, "Oh, I'm not so sure about this.
Actually,
I
what
have to think about it."
we got to think about, okay, I tell you what, tomorrow I'm going to save it. We're going to tell you how we met and what was our love story, how we met, how we, how all this happened. And perhaps we can even talk about the fact that, I am from Cyprus. Shamit is from, his family is from India. So there's different
I was
culture.
born and brought up in Mozambique.
Born and brought up in Mozambique, and how do we make it work? What's the key of making it work when you're talking about diverse relationships, from different backgrounds, completely different backgrounds? So we're gonna keep that for you tomorrow on our live, and I don't know.
That's a good Sunday topic, isn't it? We'll share a bit of our life. We'll tell you some tips on how to actually stay together. I've got a very good tip. It's simple as well, very simple. Maybe a couple of them, very very simple.
Okay.
If the first one doesn't work, the second one definitely works.
The second one definitely works. Okay, so we're gonna keep you there, and we're gonna tell you tomorrow how we met and tips about, because we've been for 12 years now together, so we can definitely speak by experience as to how it works and what we can do. Why are you laughing, baby?
I'm laughing because someone said, "I'm from Mauritius. We don't have it here." Is that the headache? You don't have it there because the things are so amazing. So it's just like you don't have it there.
We don't have it there. What, the headache?
Oh my God! If you guys don't have headache in Mauritius, that's the
quite
place to be, isn't
That's
it?
quite big.
I know it's a place to be anyway, but
Mauritius. I wanted to go for. I think Mauritius.
she's been dreaming of Mauritius pretty much every night. And she wakes up before she goes to sleep. She's like, "Yeah, I'm traveling to Mauritius." And the next day, I have to ask her, "How was it?"
How was it? Yes, I fall asleep. I always look at Google Maps before I sleep, and I kind of dream what I want to. Maybe that's another topic. I keep getting ideas now about different things to talk to you about, and I'm going to write it down. Actually, the first one is about how we met. Taking notes here, and the second one.
How to stay together.
Okay. And the other thing that it will be quite nice to talk about, it's about what our traveling plans are.
Ooh.
After the COVID-19, because we are thinking about traveling. We've been talking about it, what to do, after all this is
I think
ended.
one of us thinks about it all the time. It's like I don't even have to think. She's taken that away from me. While traveling, forget it. She's got all the countries line by line.
Yeah.
Great.
I love seeing different things, different cultures, traveling. I love the airplanes. I love the airports. Even my profession, I tend to go to different courts, different places in the UK, and I love it. And we've been saying that, and that's what I've been saying to Shamita as well. Like, after all this is done, we shouldn't be taking for granted our freedom, our movement, the fact that we can go anywhere we want to, and the fact that we're blessed to be with a passport that allows us to travel to all these different nations and countries. And we should do that now that we're young, now that we're healthy, and now that we can do it, because this is the time. It's not tomorrow, it's not in yesterday, it is now.
We can't do it now, though.
Okay.
We can't do it now, is it? But
Okay.
now you can just do Google Maps and Google Street View. You
That's
know?
how. Do you travel with Google Maps? Okay, someone says, come to Mauritius, you both. I'm sure you will enjoy the seaside. Thank you so much.
Can't wait, though. Can't wait.
I can't wait.
Actually, about Mauritius, I've been trying to see when's the best time to travel, and every forum says around December, January, February, and then the rest of the year just keeps raining. Is that right? Is that true, or is that or is it good weather? It doesn't rain the most of the year. I really want to know this actually.
So Mauritius is not far from the from Mozambique, is it? So it's on the same line.
Oh my God!
No. Listen to
See,
me.
I think this is the difference between being
No.
an European and being
Okay,
someone
no,
from
that's
Africa.
not what I meant. That's not what I meant. I meant that the weather conditions differ.
Yeah, but
if you
Mauritius is in the middle of an
For
Indian
example-
Ocean, though.
for example, Egypt and Mozambique, they're too far apart, but then they're in the same
Yeah, I know
line.
that, but
And Mozambique is here, and then you've got Mauritius, which is further down. It's many hours apart, but they would say have about the same
not really.
weather.
No. Not really.
Okay, it says it's a paradise island. That's all we need to know. Thank you so
Yeah,
much.
he doesn't want to tell the
Oh.
take out the bad bits.
Shamid is trying to get all the dirty from Mauritius, so I'm not gonna. He's gonna be like, "Oh, we shouldn't go there. We should go somewhere else." So
I'm just saying it rains most of the year there.
it doesn't rain.
It's a tropical weather. It rains most of the year.
Okay, Alexandra, Mexico, and Teresa, yes, I'm the same line. So Teresa, yes, is the village that my family is from. So my sister just says like we're the same line with Mexico. Okay, trust me, we've got lovely seaside here. I know I've seen so many travel vlogs from Mauritius, and it is absolutely gorgeous and beautiful. And don't listen to my husband, because I'm gonna.
No, I said Mauritius is amazing. All I'm trying to say is trying to find out when it rains.
When it rains, the rainy season.
Yeah, I think majority of the year is rainy season.
Lovely weather we've got today. Nice. We got weather broadcasting from Mauritius, ladies and gentlemen. We are bringing it live in your houses. Live, the Mauritius
Weather is good in Mauritius.
Weather
yeah.
is good in Mauritius.
Anyone
It
who
is-
wants to go and check it out.
Okay, it is cloudy today in London. Okay, what about Portugal? We can get like a live broadcast from Portugal. How's the Portugal weather going on? I just can't wait. I think traveling is one of those big things that I want to do, and I can't wait for it, seriously. And I've actually written it down, and we're going to be talking to you about. We're going to be able to share with you a bit more about what our travel plans are and what we're planning to do. And maybe if some of you in all these countries, we can meet you there. We can have a gathering. I don't know. I'm just thinking out loud, really.
Oh my God. I'm losing it now. Look at what they say there.
It's cloud in Portugal. Okay. Oh, sorry. You meant something else. Your husband looks like an actor.
Oh yeah, boy. Oh yeah, boy. Oh yeah, boy. Thank you so much. It
It looks like they're Bollywood actors, is it? They're Indian movies that we watch.
doesn't matter. I could be any actor.
An
Yeah?
actor doing the Hollywood.
Even just the corner shop actor, whatever it is, I'll take it.
Brilliant. Oh, thank you so much, Said. Very, very kind of you. He says that
Thank
I
you.
will support you both if you want to come one day, Mauritius.
Perfect. Thank you. We'll definitely get in touch there.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Zaid Khan there.
I don't know who that is.
I think
Actually.
he's an actor, is it? He's
We'll
an
need
actor.
to go and
We're going to go and check
Google it.
this. Brilliant. But we've written down the ideas. Let us know if there's something that you would like to know. Tomorrow, stay tuned. We're going to share with you how we met and how we stayed for 12 years together. And
wait for my tips.
and
2
tips,
tips only.
2 tips only. He's
For a
quite
successful life. For a happy life,
for
actually.
happy life. Okay, I got to find out what those tips are. I think I know what you're going to say, actually.
I'm going to write a book about that, actually. It's going to be a very short book.
And I just want to end. I know this is going to be now in. Okay, just the last tip I want to share with you, which I had this idea. For those that you don't know or you may know, I am a lawyer, and
Oh my God. Do you really think anyone doesn't know about it? I think everyone knows about it.
I am a lawyer, and I haven't been in court for quite some time.
But she needs to go to court.
No,
She definitely needs to go to court.
I was.
Because she's going crazy in the house. This is like when you say someone's being affected by coronavirus. Trust me, this woman just needs to go to court.
Let me just say, listen. So I thought I had this idea because I've been reading Greek philosophers, Lysias. Do you want your waters here?
Oh yeah.
And I thought yesterday, and I started writing my opening speech in a fake case that I just had in my mind about prosecuting COVID-19. So it's going to be humanity versus COVID-19. And I started my opening speech because I've been reading everything in Greek. I've started my opening speech in Greek because I've been inspired.
We're not going to go through that now, are we? Definitely not.
No, but I wanted to share.
Definitely not. I'm out of here. Definitely not. My God. It's like my man lives in court here, you know? I don't live in court. As you can see, this is a house, this is a kitchen,
Okay.
so we're not going to go through that now.
So if you want to read, I was thinking about finishing off my opening speech about prosecuting COVID-19. So it's humanity versus COVID-19, my opening speech. Let me know if you like the idea. And I may be making a YouTube video, and I may even translate it in English. Let me know what your thoughts are. Okay.
Perfect. I think it's time for us to let everyone go and enjoy the rest of the weekend.
Yeah.
And then tomorrow we'll give the tips.
Yes.
And then you can probably do this.
Tomorrow it's how we've been together for 12 years and where we met and how we met.
Yeah. And you guys can probably bring your stories if you got something exciting.
Something exciting. Brilliant. We love you loads. Take care. Don't be bored. Be creative. Being active. Stay move around, and we'll see you tomorrow in our daily afternoon tip with Diana. We love you loads. Take care.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Have a good one.
Bye bye YouTube. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.